Welcome back to AskAPop. Today we're talking about would it matter? My dad and I used to love watching this show called The New Yankee Workshop. Norb Abram, he'd come in each week and show us how to build these beautiful pieces of furniture. I'll admit, we used to have to tape it because I'd always work on Saturday mornings. But, Dad and I just love that show. And the reason I'm telling you about it is because, first, I'd like to give a shout out to old Norm. He's awesome. And secondly, well, as Dad and I got a little bit older, once we got to a point to where we could afford to make some of that furniture on our own and make things that required more than duct tape and prayer, once we started building this furniture, I'd start figuring out that different woods would be used for different applications. And what you want to do was build things that would be able to last. And while making coffee this morning, I was looking at a piece of furniture that I built about a quarter of a century ago. And it got me thinking about the fact that God did the same thing, when he built different paths to get to him. Just as a breakaway shelf, bookshelf with breakaway shelves is what's perfect for a toddler's room. You definitely wouldn't want to put your fine china in it any more than you'd want to put a hardwood oak cabinet into that same said toddler's room. A loud contemporary church with flashing lights is going to be perfect for reaching some folks, but that's really going to overwhelm others, whereas a traditional service is going to be perfect for those folks. In woodworking, there is no one right solution. The same concept applies to the same thing to Bible study and worship in the Christian community. Just a thought from a guy that's a proud elder at his church, but I still like to go visit other churches when I'm out of town. And I have 3 Bibles queued up in my olive tree app and have more species of scrap wood in my garage than I care to count. P.S. The clock piece of the clock piece that I'm showing here in the video was done by my dad. He's clearly the better woodworker of the two of us. The Bible verses today are Exodus 35, verses 20 through 35, and 1 Corinthians 12, verses 12 through 27. As far as questions go, did or do you have any special hobbies that you shared with your parents that you'd like to share with us today? God bless you. Have a great day.